Handsum Gambler, one goal, clean sweep, going 5 for 5 every UFC card. I am the Handsum Gambler. Welcome back to another episode, folks. First off, I apologize for the mic issues last week. I got them 100% under control this week, and I apologize. I know I sounded like I was broadcasting from underneath a well. We're back. We're sharper than ever, and this week we are in Abu Dhabi, United Arab Emirates for UFC 321, Aspinall versus Gane. You already know these Middle East cards are always bangers. Crowd's electric. They like to finish, and I see some sneaky value on this card, folks. But before we print those tickets, we have to rewind everything back to UFC 262. De Ritter versus Allen. Last week I cooked, folks, at an 80% clip. That's right, 4 out of 5. We bounced back heavy. We're keeping that same energy this weekend. Let's talk about the world's greatest recap, and it starts now. Melissa Croden over Tanira Lesboa. TKO by punches, exactly how I called it. She's violent, she's mean, she's dominant. She looks like the future of this division, folks. I want to see her one more time before the end of the year. Let's get it. Fight number 2, Stephanie Luciano over Ravina Oliveira. Rear naked choke. It was a beautiful transition, clean technique, easy money. When you have 80% takedown defense and a motor that never stops, you get results like this. Now, I know she was touted to win this fight, but she did exactly what she was supposed to do, folks. Easy money right there. Fight number 3, Bruno Silva over Park Hung-sung. Another rear naked choke, back-to-back subs, and I nailed both of them. Experience, composure, and fight IQ on display. Bruno Silva got it done. Fight number 4, Ayman Sahabi over Marlon Vera. It was a split decision, but a win is a win, folks. I told you the Zahabi brothers and TriStar have something cooking in Montreal. 6-fight winning streak on the camp, and they are planning like chess masters at this fight game right now. And fight number 5, the heartbreak. Mike Malott over Kevin Holland. My only miss. Holland was out of rhythm. He had once again shitty takedown defense. Malott got those takedowns that he needed to secure the fight. And we're going to talk more about Kevin Holland's ass later. Still, I was 4-1, and we're all eating, folks. Num, 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 num. Bonus time, 50 G's went to Drew Dober and Kyle Popolik for their back and forth banger. Charles Jourdain for the sick guillotine, and Arory Keelane all got 50 G's. Very well earned by those fighters. Let's get into who stunk up the joint. I said who stunk up the joint. Two entries this week. I said we were going to talk more about Kevin Holland. That talk starts right fucking now. Unreliable. Can't defend takedowns to save his life. I respect him. I like him as a fighter and his corner, but I can't back him anymore. This is officially the end of the road. One of the most unreliable fighters I've ever followed in mixed martial arts. And I'm not going to spend too much time on this as he's already been cut as of the filming of this video. Is Danny Barlow. Another ugly loss in ugly fashion against a lesser opponent. This guy 2 fights ago was still supposed to be the future of the division, and now he's no longer in the UFC. So I don't even have to tell you that he won't be on the show anymore, but because he no longer has a job in the UFC. That wraps up the Fade Parade. Let's move into the reason that everybody showed up. That is UFC 321 Aspinall Gane, Abu Dhabi edition, live from the Middle East. Right off the bat, I'm taking Hamdi Abdul-Wahed over Chris Barnett. I know this is a sketchy pick, folks, but I'm riding with the Olympic Greco-Roman candidate wrestler, Hamdi Abdul-Wahed. I feel like he's the cleaner striker. I feel like he has a power advantage. He has a hometown advantage. He's going to get the pop when he's introduced. It'll be the second time that he's on the on the prelims in the Middle East, so they're gonna get to know his face now, and I feel like he's gonna get a little pop, and this is gonna be an easy win. I feel like the sideshow is over for Barnett. All those flashy spin kick KOs are behind us. Nobody's falling for that anymore, and I think Hamby's got some easy work in front of him. All he has to do is take this dude down and beat him up. Fight number 2, I am taking Azat Maxim over Mitch Raposo, moneyline and decision prop. He is a problem, folks. I'm telling you. He's taller, he's longer, he's battle tested. He's went the distance with the Deer Bekhoff, Charles Johnson, and Tyson Nam. 3 fighters that would absolutely starch Mitch Raposo. So I feel like he's just kind of guilty. This 3-fight losing streak he's on has to do with the strength of schedule that he's facing and not him being a bad fighter. And this week, you're going to see it. I see him mauling Mitch Raposo on the ground if Mitch decides to retro, which 90% of the time I think that's what Mitch's game plan is. Mitch is also a member of the New England Cartel, which I have picked 100% right in all of their fights. And all I did was simply pick against them because they're a terrible camp and you should not back their fighters. So, Aslam Maxim, moneyline, and decision prop. Don't overthink this. The New England Cartel is horrible. Fight number 3, Jacqueline Amarin over Mizuki Inoue, moneyline and KO double chance with sub, and then a standalone sub prop. So 3 separate bets. Moneyline for Amarin, double chance KO and sub, and then the straight sub prop also. Maybe I'll hit all 3. Jacqueline Amarim is on a 4-fight winning streak. She's longer, she's stronger, she's training at American Top Team, who's good at getting these Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu fighters into MMA shape. Mizuki has been out for 2 years, and I think the rust is really going to show in this matchup. She's more active, she's more explosive. Like I said, Amarim moneyline, double chance KO and sub, and a sprinkle on the sub prop. Let's get it. Fight number 4 is Nasrat Haqparast over Killian Sawkilled. This is my pick of the week. Nasrat is a vet who's peaking right now. Killian's good, but this is too much too soon. Huge strength of schedule advantage for Nasrat. Big experience gap. Nasrat's representing Afghanistan by descent, so I think he's going to receive a pop in Dubai. He's training at TriStar. I said we'd talk more about them. He has his own 4 or 5-fight winning streak going on coming into this fight. And like I said, something is in the water in Montreal. Until these fighters are losing, I'm going to keep backing them. So I'm taking Nasrat Haqparast, money line, and decision prop. This is the safest money on the board, if you ask me. Lock this in. Fight number 5 is Alexander Volkov over J. Alton Almeida, money line, and KO prop. This is a main card heater, but Volkov is taller, longer, smarter, and he's battle tested. He's been there, in there with the best. Gane, Lewis, Blades. He's held his own. Jelton's trying to run through him like a crash test dummy, but I don't think this is gonna happen. This dude's 7 feet tall and he's a tank. Volkov's got an underrated takedown defense, underrated ground game. He dominated Cyril Gane in that last fight. And Cyril Gane and Jelton have a similar body structure. Jelton's a much better wrestler, I get that, but that tall man wrestling, I can't pick against that right now. I think that Alexander Volkov has a chance to make this fight really, really easy. All he has to do is defensive takedown, stand outside and snipe him, and I give him a chance to win some actual exchanges as his counter wrestling looked very good against Cyril Gane. So if he lands some clean strikes, Jelton could be taking a nap, and he's going to be in this fight to the very minute. So I feel like he could get some home cooking too, because he is Russian, don't forget. We'll move on to the unofficial main event lean. Let's jump into it. At first, I thought Gane had all the cards. Cleaner striker, more experience, better cardio. But after breaking this fight down, rolling the footage, this fight may be a lot easier for Tom Aspinall than people think. He's bigger, he's longer, he's taller, he's younger. He's the better grappler by far. The only question is what happens if the finish doesn't come early. We haven't seen what Aspinall looks like in the second, third, fourth, fifth round. And still, is the pick. Tom Aspinall money line, double chance, KO and sub prop. I think he gets it done, plants his flag as the future heavyweight that's going to dominate the division for a while. I don't like it. I think it's better if Gane wins, as he's the last guy to face John Jones. I really feel like that would be better for the sport, is for Gane to win. But I don't see a path, at least an easy path of him getting there. Best recap in the business starts right now. Hamdi Abdul-Wahed over Chris Barnett. Olympic level wrestling, more serious prep, home crowd edge. Lock it in. Aslam Maxim over Mitch Raposo. Taller, longer, stronger grappler. Went the distance with elite competition. Mitch Raposo is not elite competition. I've never missed a pick on the New England Cartel. Jacqueline Amarim and Mizuki Inoue. 4-fight winning streak. Training at American Top Team, Workhouse BJJ. Mizuki is been off for 2 years, and the ring rust is going to show. Jacqueline Amarim, lock it in. Money line and sub prop. ×2. Nazareth Haparaf over Killian Sawkilled, money line and decision prop. Too much too soon. TriStar prep. He's gonna get an Afghan pop because of his nationality. Easiest money on the board. He's hands down the better, more battle-tested fighter. And Alexander Volkov over Jelton Almeida, money line and KO prop. Taller, longer, more proven, too big, too seasoned to be steamrolled, and I think he gets it done. Here it is, folks. We made it through another episode of the Handsum Gambler. Stay sharp, play smart, bet on charm, and win with style. I am the Handsum Gambler, and I'm cashing out, folks. See you next week.
That's the greatest team of all time. That squad right there.